related to the concept of cost, you can see the question. The question says, what is an example among the following for the fixed cost? So option A, cost of raw materials. Option B, wages of factory workers. Option C, rent of the factory building. And option D, utility costs based on production levels. So the word itself, fixed cost, it means that the the cost is fixed and it doesn't vary or alter with the raw materials that you produce in the site or with respect to the workers at the site. It should be something fixed. So here, what is the best answer that fits for the question? Option C, yes. Rent of the factory building, it remains constant for the project, depends upon the negotiation that we do. And this is a fixed cost, though the project runs or not, no matter what. The factory building cost, it's going to remain the same, and that will be under the part of fixed costs. All right. Option C is the answer. And let's move to the question number 2. So here in this question, they are asking the example for variable cost. Which cost is an example of a variable cost? Depreciation of machinery, salaries of administrative staff, raw material cost, monthly rent payment. What could be the answer?
Salaries of administrative staff.
Okay. Let us consider that salaries of administrative staff. So let us suppose you are working in a construction company or you are working in an organization and you are a staff member, okay? And they are paying you some $5,000 a month. For the first month, work happened and you got $5,000. And for the second month, work went slow, but still you got $5,000 per month. All right. So would you say that the salary of administrative staff is getting changed,
No.
though the workload is heavy or not? The pay is same, right?
Six. Yeah.
So salaries of administrative staff is not the answer. Then what could be the possible
I
answer
think the
that fits
option
here?
C, like it changes directly.
Yes, perfect. Raw material cost. As you said, the material cost, the raw material cost, it varies with respect to the volume of the raw material that you use at the site. So, as I said yesterday, when you take the volume of concrete, the volume of concrete cost, it varies with respect to the amount of concrete that you put for the day or the volume of concrete that you put for the month. It is not a fixed cost for the entire project. And also, though you estimate the volume of concrete for a project as X cubic yards, at the end of the project, it may be more than that, and sometimes it may be less than that. So, in this case, raw material cost is the variable thing. All right. And if we see the other two options, monthly rent payment. So, this is like fixed value, similar to the past question. It comes under the fixed cost and depreciation of machinery. Though it varies, but it doesn't come under a variable cost. This particular depreciation of machinery, this can be considered as a part of direct cost, kind of direct cost too. Though it varies, you will you will relate raw material cost as the answer. But if in the question they give you boxes like this, square boxes like this, then you have to go for the options C and A as they are relevant. But if they give you only one option, then raw material cost is the thing which is more relevant to the question, as that is the factor which varies more than the depreciation of machinery. And depreciation of machinery that happens over a period of time, not instant, not within a day. All right.
Facing the challenge of the FE exam, looking for a way to prepare smarter, not harder? Bhavanam's C2C has the answer. Introducing Bhavanam's C2C FE exam preparation program, designed for civil engineers aiming to pass the FE exam and excel in the USA. Wondering what sets us apart? Our expert team, Meet Mahendra, EIT and Project Manager, who knows the FE exam inside and out. K.N. Mathur, EIT and Civil Engineering Masters graduate. And Chandrabhartan, IIT postgraduate and top 422 GATE rank achiever. These experienced instructors have already helped hundreds succeed. Will you be next? In just 3 months, you will master all 14 essential subjects through live online classes held every evening from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. But that's not all. For each subject, sharpen your skills with 15 dedicated practice questions and follow up with quizzes containing 45 questions to solidify your understanding. Prepare like a pro with 3 full-length, 6-hour mock exams designed to mirror the final exam. Plus, receive personalized guidance through one-on-one sessions with our expert instructors to refine your strategy. We understand balancing work, life, and studies can be challenging. So we have got you covered with 1-year access to recorded sessions and replays of live classes to catch up anytime. Here's the game changer. While others charge over $1,000, we are offering everything for just $350. Want an even better deal? Contact the number below now to claim a flat $50 discount and get it all for only $300. Enjoy a 100% refund if you are not fully satisfied within the first week. No questions asked. Our live batches starts fresh every month on 15th. Don't miss your chance to join. Limited seats available. Contact the number below to secure your spot and get enrolled today.
Coming to the next question. So, what is increment cost? The extra cost incurred when producing one more unit of a product. The whole cost is divided by the number of units produced. Costs that have already been incurred and cannot be recovered. Costs that stay the same irrespective of production volume. So, what could be the answer here? A is the right answer, and the whole cost is divided by the number of units produced. So, you know what it is called as? It is called as average cost. Okay. And coming to the costs that have already been incurred and cannot be recovered, this is called as sunk cost. So, sunk cost usually happens in a project before starting of the project. I mean to say, before starting of the project, a general contractor has to invest some money on the soil properties, or they have to undergo some soil testings or whatsoever. Or if you take the regular commercial thing like a restaurant or a shopping mall or a movie, they have to advertise something on the campaigns or some pre-release kind of things, in which you have to invest some money and you can't recover that money. Okay, that kind of cost is called as sunk cost. It means already invested but you cannot recover it. And costs that stay the same irrespective of the production value. So usually this will be considered as fixed cost, and again that varies. Usually this is fixed cost. Why? Because the payment for the administrative staff or the payment for the regular staff, and also the monthly rentals that you pay for the factory buildings, monthly rentals that you pay for the equipment. So these costs stays same irrespective of your production value, and that will be considered as fixed cost. Okay. And as you said, the increment cost is something related to extra. And let's move on to the next question. So the question says, which of the following best describes the average cost per unit? As discussed in the last question, I believe it is pretty easy to answer this question. But I gave all the 4 options. I framed all the 4 options quite similar. Read the option twice. B is the right answer. And why not all the other C? Why not all the other 3? Let's discuss them too. B is the right answer, that I agree. So the first option, it says just the variable cost. Okay, variable cost, which means they just include, it could be the cost that varies with respect to the materials, right? If you use more materials, then the cost gonna increase more. If you use less materials, then the cost gonna be less. Whereas coming to the option number C, it is just the fixed cost, where it includes just the pay and some rental stuff for that particular location. Am I correct? And total direct cost. Also, if you're dealing with a production unit, you will be encountered with the indirect costs as well. Whereas direct cost is just involves manpower, machinery, and material. But apart from these three things, there will be some indirect costs which are not foreseen, like you have to pay engineering fees, or you have to pay some maintenance charge, you have to pay some supervisor charge, something like that. There will be some indirect costs that are not foreseen, but also those indirect costs has to be included as a part of the regular cost as well. So the average cost will be calculated, the total cost divided by the total units produced, and that is how you will get the average cost per unit. Right? And B is the right answer. And the fifth question, which cost would be best classified as sunk cost? As we already discussed, what does sunk cost mean? It means that you invest money on something, but you cannot get that back. So, what you say? Yeah. So, yeah, the option itself, it directly says it. It means that it is incurred and it cannot be recovered. Okay. And coming to the concept of cost, we got four different concepts in engineering economics, out of which from the concept of cost it will be given, most probably I'm saying this is not 100% sure, but upon checking the history, so it is evident that you may get some theory questions related to the cost concept. So in general, these are the theory questions that are related to the cost. Also, besides these theory questions, there are some problematic questions also with respect to the cost. And trust me, the economics is going to be very easy if you understand the question, if you understand the concept, and apply some sort of general thinking to the question. So you have to understand what is the present value, what is the future value, with respect to the future value, how the present value going to be, and what if the interest increases or what if the interest decreases. And also you have to get a clear idea about the nomenclature or the formulas that you're going to use for the entire concept of engineering economics. And it is completely within 8 pages from the handbook, out of which 3 to 4 pages are formulas and all the other pages are tables. Very easy topic. You can get more marks out of this subject.